Welcome back to our Sky Thoroughbred Central audience for the last here out of the KBRC. And in fact, Crishane, this is going to be the last race for me and for Sky Thoroughbred Central for coverage here at the Kalgoorlie Race Club. And so before we get to these horses and before we get to the replay, can we pay a little bit of tribute to Dave Sheehan? He's going to hang up the binoculars at the end of the season here. He's been calling for 4 decades, 40 years here at the KBRC and other places in Western Australia at tab meetings. Crishane, you would have just grown up with the voice of Dave Sheehan.
Definitely so. I was introduced with Dave Sheehan at the Gold Mile Trotting Club many a year ago, and his legacy has come on. I think he's got better with his calling, but he wants to bow out at a time that's right, and he feels that time is now. So congratulations, Dave, and being brought up in Kalgoorlie like Dave Sheehan, and he was really obviously a good cricketer and a good sportsman all round. So it's a tough job doing race calling, and he's done it exceptionally well over the last 4 decades.
I've heard a lot of rumours since I've been here at Kalgoorlie for the last couple of years, and one of them was that Dave Sheehan was the man you wanted in front of the big sticks if you were kicking a goal in the last quarter. Dave Sheehan there, handy footballer, cricketer as well, and race caller. You watch that last start replay here and we see Foxy Royale on the outside, and on the inside Pure Magnus. No need for the photo. Dave Sheehan just calls it as it is. Pure Magnus the winner. Let's have a look at a replay here, and the replay is Bright Glow, your favourite here, who was running second during the Kalgoorlie round. Ready? Well, that was the favourite here in Bright Glow running second over the round. And obviously, if you are on the East Coast watching this race and thinking, who is Bright Glow? Well, he was an Eastern Stateser. He was called Yulong Bright, and now we see him here as Bright Glow in the West. Second campaign for Peter Fernie. He goes around your favourite. Let's have a look at these horses in the yard, and we start with number 1, King's Authority. This is the Goldfields, Little Loads, Garden Centre, and Irene Lugg Memorial Handicap at 1,200 metres. And King's Authority is going to be piloted by Holly Watson, looking for her first winner in the saddle. She's a 4-kilo claiming apprentice, 60.5 after the claim.
And the sun shining through for the lucky last Scott on Irene Lugg Memorial Handicap with the upcoming race. So number 1, King's Authority, yes, first up, and definitely fires fresh. She's going to get back with the favourite in Bright Glow, and may make their run simultaneously here. He's just on the inside section of the mounting yard on the grass there. And he looks forward enough, dappled up over the hindquarters there, and he can carry weight. He's an each-way chance. He just can't get too far back. Number 1, King's Authority. Number
2, Bright Glow, formerly known on the East Coast as Yulong Bright. Peter Fernie prepares. Mitchell Pateman is the rider, and Mitchell Pateman looking for a treble today.
Yeah, it was exceptional, resuming from a let-up on a hot day, rattled home from the back to just miss out on the line. Another stride he wins. The extra 100 metres suits. Again, another one that looks to have come back in top order under trainer Peter Fernie, and looks exceptionally well in the coat. Number 2, very bright, very sparkling. So number 2, Bright Glow. He's just going to get back, and he has drifted in the market, but you just need that genuine speed up front. I think he gets it in this, and he'll be chiming in at them late.
Well, it would be an absolute fairy tale if John Lugg could prepare the winner of the Irene Lugg Memorial. Number 3, Karanis, has his first start for a new stable, a 5-year-old by Piero. Christy Bennett takes 1.5 kilos off.
Yeah, 14 starts, 2 wins. Run first up at Northern was only fair, but it was in stronger company and than this. So watch him today, number 3.
The next horse here, number 4, Moonlight's Reward. Gary Bowen prepares. Hannah Fitzgerald takes off 3 kilos, 56 on the back.
Yeah, as most of these leave the yard. Better run last time out, Moonlight's Reward. Was held up in the straight. He's always never too far off them, but does find it hard to win. They've gone with the claim today, so we'll carry 56 kilos. So look for it to be pressing on forward early.
Number 5, Protected Action, prepared by Ash Grace. Isn't he in a purple patch of form? Matty Derrick takes off 2 kilos, but he does draw a wide gate.
Yeah, that's the concern, but he's going super, this horse. Won his maiden 4 starts ago. And I thought the 3 subsequent runs, he's been beaten less than 1.5 lengths. So he's got some work to do from the wide gate, but he is tough. So that's a good attribute to have. and has to be a winning chance based on his latest efforts if he can get across without using him up too much.
Number 6, Semigel, trained by Peter Fernie. It's the blinkers going on today. Kiri Yule takes the ride the outside gate, but listening to Peter Fernie, he explained this horse was working the house down, just needs a bit of luck today.
We can turn him around. He's been only average at his 3 runs at this track. Probably the reason the camp's chucked the blinkers on, try and sharpen him up. And if the track gallops reflect that, then he's obviously going to improve today. He's drawn the outside gate, so he'll go back. He is down in trip, but with a genuine speed on, he may be able to come into play. Take on Trust with number 6, Semigel.
Number 7, Heron Sand, ever consistent mare by my admiration. Start 18 today. Jaden Thomas prepares and Craig Staples picks up the ride.
Yeah, she looked well in the coat, leaving the yard. She's been very consistent this campaign, only had the 5 starts, so the runs have been spaced. I think the genuine speed up front should bring her into calculations. She can sit just behind them to midfield, but she can reel off a good 600-metre sectional. Number 7, Heron Sand.
The second of the Ash Grace trained gallopers is number 8, War Anthem, a 5-year-old gelding by War Chant. Victoria Corver takes off 2 kilos, and the winkers go on today.
Yeah, freshened up. Ordinary here back on the 20th of September, was down the track to Great Charade. May have had an issue there. Needs to improve.
Number 9, Prince of Promises, drawn the inside gate, does have a lot of speed on his day. A Planet 5 gelding, trained by Ricky Brown. Lucky Rumley takes off 2.
Yeah, jump and run type. Did dip at the start last time out. The runs prior was sound. Gate 1, I think he'll find fire out from the inside gate. Lactar Ramoli on and lead and run along. I think 1200 might see him out, but punters and the market says otherwise. Has been backed in, and it is in the betting, but not for mine today.
Number 10, The Beach, trained by Dave Smith. Keshor Duron takes off 3. 53 on the back, a flyweight for this 5-year-old mare.
Yeah, another speedy type and another galloper that has improved since winning 3 runs ago here. 50 kilos or 53 kilos on its back. It's a featherweight and looks to land behind Prince of Promises for mine. Can measure up, and it's been a big market mover. Number 10, The Beach. Scott?
The next horse we're going to look at is number 12, Black Ruby. Oh, sorry, number 11, Strathmore. But before we get there, we'll grab trainer Dave Smith, who does prepare number 10, The Beach. Dave, this is a market move. It's a lot of money for your mare. What are your expectations today?
I expect her to go well today. She drops a fair bit in the weights, and all her runs have been full of merit so far. So if she can find the lead, and we'll be close to it. So I think she'll be hard to beat. She's
probably unfortunately drawn outside the only other speed horse in the race. Do you expect her to find the top?
Yeah, we're not too sure. I just said told the boy to try and do the best he can to get the lead. If it doesn't get there, then let the other horse go and sit off it.
And what about the engagement of Keshor Duron? What was the thought process?
Oh yeah, just wanted to claim the 3, get the light weight, and I had him on my other one today that had a heavyweight, so just sort of throw him on, and yeah, he should be able to do the job.
That other one was Excaro. A thought on her run earlier on?
A bit unlucky. She got dropped out the gates and hit the line well, but yeah, she's looking for a break now anyway.
Hoping for a bit of luck here with you. Good luck, Dave.
Thanks for that.
There's Dave Smith here with number 10 in The Beach. Number 11, Strathmore, Cliff Smith. Dav's dad prepares, and it's going to be Jade McNaught to ride Crashane.
Yeah, sat back last outing. Strathmore was impeded over the final 100 metres. Only got beaten 2 lengths. They had been riding this horse more forward, so from the gate should be going back. It's drawn barrier 11, and see if he can finish off the race.
And number 12, Black Ruby Rose. Matty Scott and Ryan Hill.
Looked particularly well in the coach. Black Ruby Rose in the yard, but I think this is a very throwing this right in the deep end. 54.5 for Ryan Hill. And I think it's probably unlikely for today.
2.5 minutes away from the Goldfields Little Loads Garden Centre and Irene Lugg Memorial Handicap, over 1,200 metres. Crashane Warren's top 4 selections.
Top 4, 2, 1, 5 and 7. I thought the last was, usually it's the Get Out Stakes, which it is for many, but I thought it was very tricky once again. There's so much top end speed in this. Protected Action, Moonlight's Reward, they all get out, and then obviously you've got over the page Prince of Promises, The Beach and Strathmore, but it will probably head back, so probably more Prince of Promises, The Beach to clap on the speed early, and they'll be joined by from an outside gates the likes of Protected Action, Moonlight's Reward. So It'll be for the faint-hearted here. I think they'll go pretty strong out in front, looking for something midfield to just behind them to try and get over the top. So I've gone Bright Glow, number 2 from 1 King's Authority. I think first up he fires fresh, he'll come with a run as well. 5 Protected Action, 7 Heron Sand as well. So 2, 1, 5 and 7 in the last as they're moving in.
2, 1, 5 and 7. Dave Sheehan, here he is for my last throw to him of all time. Dave Sheehan, good luck calling the last and good luck in your last race meeting. It's been a pleasure listening to you as I grew up. Dave Sheehan for the last.
So about a half a dozen to move up. Protected Action, another one from the Grace Yard. So the last 5 or 6 to move along. He's set to go here. Well, the final event on the card, King's Authority 950, 360 about Bright Glow. Karanis at 21, 7 about Heron Sand, $6 about Prince of Promises, $5 about the Beach. Prince of Promises will start off the inside. The Beach will start from number 2. So Protected Action comes along. Heron Sand about to come up. Karanis about to link on in. It's in gate number 5 here for Christy Bennett. So we shouldn't be too far away. Second last meeting of the season. Last meeting comes up. It's a Saturday, the 31st of October now. Heron Sand about to link on in. So the starter's up. Heron Sand to come along. Looks a race with plenty of pace on. Bright Glow right in the market. They're set. Red lights, hits the button, they're away in the final event on the program. Black Ruby Rose was slow. Heron Sand went out the back door. The Beach won the start, burnt straight to the lead here in the early stages. Moonlight's Reward got away well, and Protected Action goes up there, 3rd and 4th. On the inside, Prince of Promises, then came Strasmore. Bright Glows well placed early on. Then a further length and a half back in the field, then to War Anthem. They were followed in turn by King's Authority. Karanis is back on the inside from Semigel. A long way back there, second last in the field. Here is Black Ruby Rose and Heron Sanders at the tail. 600 metres left to go on the Beach in front. Leads by a length. Moonlight's Rewards over on the outside. Then came Prince of Promises. Protected Action is lying 4th. A further 2 lengths to Strasmore, and going through on the inside is Bright Glow, coming to the corner about 4 off the lead. Then 2.5 to War Anthem from Semigel. King's Authority well back with Karanis, Heron Sand. Black Ruby Roses last of all. They balance up at the 250. The Beach wobbled off the fence. Prince of Promises through on the inside. Then Moonlight's Reward. Down the outside is Bright Glow. Protected Action is battling on. The Beach in front from Prince of Promises. Protected Action on the outside. The Beach is fighting them off at the minute, and the Beach is going to hang on. The Beach wins it for probably Prince of Promises. Bright Glow got going late in the last 50 metres. Behind them was Semigel, who was out wide from Protected Action. Then King's Authority, Moonlight's Reward, Strasmore, Karanis. Well back in the field was War Anthem, Black Ruby Rose and Heron Sand at the tail. Number 10, The Beach, fighting on hard, plenty of pace. Able to lead them up and has done the job in the last. Trained by David Smith. Kershaw Duran in the saddle here. And it has won the final race on the program. Waiting for those 2nd and 3rd numbers to come along. But a good win there to The Beach in the last, who jumped out very quickly. Gate number 2 went straight to the leader and has fought them off in the home straight. Prince of Promises on the inside. Protected Action was out wide. Now number 2, Bright Glow, was the other one that was out wide. In fact, it's got second, so Bright Glow. So the numbers are up, 10, 2 and 9. 10, 2 and 9 are up in the frame at the moment. At The Beach, David Smith doing a good job with this horse. Got plenty of pace, likes the track up here, and 4th in goes to number 6, and that is Semigel. So 10, 2, 9 and 6 here after the final event on the card. Bright Glow out wide on the track, getting going late and just getting second money there. But the winner, The Beach, proving too smart for them. And it's a 5-year-old Bayer Brown mare by City Palace out of Frizzled, is owned by Brett Matthews, trained by David Smith, Kershaw Duran. And it's its 3rd win from 20 starts for The Beach now. It's a half length by a nose of the margins, a half length by a nose. Second goes to number 2, Bright Glow. Good run. A 4-year-old Bayer Brown gelding. He's by Nakoni. It's owned by Arstine back, Den Card. Also Mrs T. Eklund's Andrew Inglis along here with Karen Fernie, L McDowell And P. Masana and M drag the owners there. Peter Fernie, the trainer, Mitchell Pateman in the saddle. Third there goes to number 9, Prince of Promises, trained by Ricky Brown, Lakdara Molly. And fourth in is number 6, Semagel. Half length by a nose. 10, 2, 9 and...
10, 2, 9 and 6 here in the last. It's the Beach, the heavily supported The Beach, who scores in the last, leading all the way under Keshore Do Run. We've got trainer Dave Smith with us after the race. Dave, I knew this mare back in her 3-year-old days with Neville Parnham, and I saw her at Pinjarra one day. Wouldn't go into the gates, dropped the rider after the post, and she was spooky back then. What's she like now? Yeah,
she's still quite spooky, still pretty full on, and yeah, bit hard to handle, but being trained on track now, she's a lot better around the place. So we've settled in pretty well, and yeah, she's just probably manners on race day, maybe a bit better. I'm not sure, but yeah, she seems to be getting the job done. Yeah. And
these sort of short course races look perfect for her at Kalgoorlie.
Yeah, for sure. Just on speed type. Yeah, helps when you can be in front here.
A lot of our viewers at home won't know Keshore Do Run very well. What do you make of his riding?
So far, I haven't really taken much notice, but I thought he's been up here riding all year, so he should have some idea by now. So I thought I'd throw him on a couple today, and it's paid off.
Oh, it always works. It's always much better. Congratulations, Dave. Well done.
Great, thanks, mate.
Dave Smith's a wonderful trainer of these tried horses. We see a mare like Excaro, who came up here as a maiden, has now won 5 or 6. We'll grab Keshore Do Run for a bit of a word after his win there. He's all smiles, he always is. Keshore, first of all, before we talk about the Beach, the horse that knocked you out the back of the gates on Wednesday, how's your foot?
Pretty good. The last Wednesday is like the horse is a little bit naughty. It's just jumping on the barrier, and like my foot is on the barrier on the back, and the horse is go in front and it's coming back. He smashed my foot, and it's pretty good. It's not broken, but it's just swollen. That's it. Yeah.
And what about this mare today? Were you pretty confident once you found the front?
Yeah, when I'm going on the front, I'm just confident and I will win. Yeah.
And what about in the home straight? It was Lucky getting up on the inside of you. Was there any moments you thought maybe it might be a Mauritian finish?
Yeah. Nah, I'm very confident with the horse. Is just go forward, and the horse is give me a good foot. You know, it's give it forward, pretty good horse.
And what about that flight over here today? It was pretty bumpy. How'd you get through?
I don't know. Pretty bumpy. I don't know.
You got through a lot better than I did. Well done, Keshore.
Thank you.
There's Keshore Do Run, who scores in the last with the Beach. Krishane, obviously you're a local. You weren't on that flight this morning, but it was something to behold. There was bumps in probably for the entire 80 minutes that we were in the air, and with all these all the clouds that are around, hopefully it's not too bad on the way home. But one more meeting here out of the KBRC. It's going to be the last time that Sky Thoroughbred Central cover Kalgoorlie for the year, and congratulations, Krishane. I think you've done a wonderful job, and so has the KBRC. I'm sure there's a few people out there that you'd like to thank.
Yeah, thanks, Scott, and obviously the KBRC and Sky Racing for all the coverage out of Kalgoorlie this season. It's been an unorthodox season for us, and we got through and managed the annual race round, and obviously followed by Diggers and Dealers here, but so much has gone on, and to keep racing here locally and to keep producing the product and being covered on Sky Racing and Sky Thoroughbred Central, I think that's a credit to the club and Racing and Wagering WA.
Certainly is. Rawa done a wonderful job, so has the KBRC, Steve Young, John Relf and his team here. It's good night from Krishane, Warren and I. Make sure you join us on Wednesday out of Ascot.